Hello, my dear colleagues. We, the teachers, are worrying about the academic because of this pandemic. And we are waiting for that day when the offline classes will be started because we are basically the teachers who are the rock stars in the class. We have to manage our class every day. Every class is a challenge for a good teacher. It's a feast for him. It's just like a morning walk in blossoming flowers and a morning breeze which makes us feeling better. That is the classroom of a good teacher. How to manage a class is also a question. Some teachers feel that class is a battle for them. They think that they are the warriors and the opposite army, the students, they have to face their opponents. Sometimes their opponents, students, may be more ferocious. If you treat it as a war, then students will be your opponent. If you treat it as a battle, then definitely they will be the warriors. But please treat every class as a prayer. Who is a God? Whether student or teacher. For a teacher, students are God or goddesses, and for the students, the teacher is God or goddesses. So, how do you treat it? That makes all the difference. My dear colleagues, I feel that managing a class includes two things: managing them internally and also externally. Why this kind of segregation I am doing? Let me explain. Internal management. Here I mean managing myself. Means as a teacher, I have to manage myself. Here again, as a human being, I have to manage my body as well as my mind. Indian philosophy says that human being is a soul basically, having a body with him for dwelling inside the body. Means soul is the basic thing, important thing. It needs a body to dwell in. So we have to manage our mind and body together. First, let us see how to manage the body. Here, body I mean physical health, our body language, and also the appearance. What is this physical health? Yeah, it includes the general health. How healthy I am, how good or how much care I'm taking for my physical health. It affects a lot. And activeness is different from my general health. Some people, though they are sick, they don't feel so. It's finally how do you feel about yourself that matters a lot. Therefore, how active you are. You have to forget whether you are a male or female. So you have to forget about your gender, about your age. You have to forget about your status, what type of family yours is. No, you shouldn't consider all such matters. You should be just like 15 years old sports or athlete. Just like that kind of energy, if you are possessing with you, The great work can be done in the classroom. Amazing things can be happened in the classroom. So activeness matters a lot. And movements. If you are standing in one position just like a statue, what is the use? Slowly and gradually, your students will start feeling bored, dull, doom, and just they will start to sleep. So, how active you are, how much actions you are doing, how much movements you are doing in the class, it matters a lot. So, I'm talking about the body language, how positive postures you are having, how good postures you are having, and your free and healthy movements matter a lot. Movements should be free and also healthy. Why? Some kind of postures or movements convey negative emotions to the students. They find some negative meanings out of it. That kind of that is moment should be avoided, and we have to cultivate the positive postures and healthy moments which are really effective in the class. I have already told you that as far as communication is concerned, body language matters a lot. So we can communicate many more things, not in words. See, suddenly, if you are silent, that communicates you are angry. Immediately, your students will catch it and they will be keeping quiet. In the same way, if you are looking with seriousness, immediately it conveys some messages to your students. Suddenly, if you start to smile at the class, they will start to laugh loudly. They think that madam or sir has given sign, given license to enjoy in the class. Don't you think so? So, it's body language, it's a good communicator. In the same way, we have to take care of our appearance. How good you are in your appearance. I'm not talking about the beauty. That's a different kind of aspect. Just my intention is whatever may be my physical beauty, but I can be having good appearance. Pleasing appearance makes the students feel free, feel calm. Students will be happy just because of the entry of the student, if entry of the lecturer, if he or she are having a good appearance. We have to have mind blowing appearance. What is this? We have to be there with good clothing. Why not in good hairdress? Why not with the smile on our face? Why not with a kind of assurance on our face? Why not we having a good and promising body language with us? And protective or protecting appearance is very important. What is this protecting appearance? See, being the teacher, we are next to parents. For a student, he or she, the teachers, are just like their parents. They share with us so many things which even they cannot share with their parents. Their worries, their dilemmas, their sorrows, their difficulties, whatever may be the threat they are having about the life, they can share with the lecturer or the teacher only when the teacher is having protective appearance. Just like, dear students, I am there with you. We need not tell it. Very appearance of us will communicate that kind of assurance to the students. So, what is this? Yes, boss. Dear colleagues, don't you think that for the students, his or her teacher himself is a divine force? They think that our teacher is God, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara. What is this? Students think our boss or our guru knows everything. We may or may not be knowing, but at least that kind of assurance we should give. Yes, boss, appearance. Yes, come, students. Even though I don't know, I will make you to know because of my effort. Come, let us together understand. Let us go together. Let us learn together. So, learning is a journey wherein both teacher and students go together. They enjoy together. They learn together. Isn't it? So, what is this managing the mind? Till this time, I have told many more things about managing the body. More than this, the task comes managing the mind. How is it possible? Because mind includes emotions, knowledge, and presence of mind. All these three things should be managed together. What are the emotions? As you know very well, we, the human beings, we have emotions. So, the distinction between human being and the machines, just because of the emotions, we have both positive and negative emotions. That is anger, boredom, anxiety, everything, itching sensation. These are all negative emotions. Sad, sorrow, tension, pressurized feeling, neglected feeling, inferiority feeling, all are negative emotions. And we should try to suppress our emotions. We should try to manage it. We should try to control these negative emotions, at least inside the classroom. We should balance our mind and we should highlight our positive emotions. What are those? That is happiness, joyfulness, cheerfulness, enthusiasm, positive attitude about the aspect, and unabundant cheerfulness, calm and quiet attitude. These are all positive emotions. So, my dear colleagues, we have to go to the class. We have to enter our classrooms with positive emotions. You may ask me, Madam, we are having quarrels at our home. We have quarrels, we have troubles even in our staff room. Even our superior authorities are troubling us. How can we enter the classrooms with positive attitude, madam? Are we saints? Are we God? How can we forget about ourselves? Yes, my dear colleagues, we should do so. While entering into the class, it is just like an actor in front of camera. Whatever may be his real attitude, whatever may be his real feelings, but in front of the camera, he acts, So only we, the teachers, have to do. It's our duty, it's our profession, and moreover, it is the only place where we can enjoy our work, where we can enjoy our service. As you know very well, we should spend 75% of our life in the classroom itself. So, why shouldn't we enjoy our classes? If you want to enjoy your teaching, you should enter the class with good emotions, that is, positive emotions. And what about the knowledge? We have to have textual knowledge, that is what is our syllabus, what is our textbook says, what our reference book says. We have to read, We have to make notes. We have to get ready. That is first task. And along with that, we have to have current affairs knowledge. What's going on in the field of politics? What's going on in the field of economics? What about the sports? How about cinemas? How about the environment? What is going on in the world, in the nation, in the state, in the locality, in the town where we reside? We should have this current affairs knowledge. Then only our lessons will be interesting. We have to bring our own matters into the matters of the syllabus. Then it becomes interesting. It is just like the roadside pav bhaji wala, how he prepares his eatable things, he makes it very tasty just by mixing so many things into it. So only we have to make our lessons interesting. It is possible only when we have interdisciplinary knowledge. I am a mathematics teacher. Why should I have the knowledge of literature? Why should I know about history? How can I know about political science? No, this should not be our attitude. Whatever may be my area of teaching, I should possess many more things, interdisciplinary knowledge. Being a commerce lecturer, I should know many more things of the literature, about the mathematics and statistics, physics, chemistry, whatever may be the subject. At least basic knowledge I should have. Basic things I should learn. Being a lecturer or being the teacher, we have to learn every day, every hour, every minute, every single minute. It is just like filling the reservoir. How can a good dam works? When it is full of water, then only it looks nice. So our teachers, when they are full of knowledge, they are worthy. In the same way, we have to think of our presence of mind. That means, where am I standing? Which class it is? What is the level of knowledge of the students? And what should be my approach? Teaching to the primary school students is quite different from teaching to the graduation level students. We should know to whom I am teaching, what is my syllabus, how much time I am having, so how much can I impart today, how much should I explain today, how difficult my subject is, and how much explanation I have to give. If it is more, students get bored. If it is less, they feel difficult, isn't it? So I should have the presence of mind in a good sense. Dear colleagues, I have explained everything about internal management. That is both body and mind, how to manage them. Now let us think something about external management. External means it is something apart from the teacher. What next? Next to teacher, who? That is students and also the class. So we have to manage the students and at the same time we have to manage our classrooms also. What is this? Class environment. It includes ventilation, light, atmosphere, furniture, and also space for movement. Means where the lecturer or the teacher is standing, how much space he is having to walk in the class. Wherever he goes, he have to go with his explanations. Is it okay with the students if I roam here and there? I should manage all these activities. I should take into the consideration. Then only classroom teaching becomes effective. Next comes the environment is created by the teacher. It is different from physical environment. It is mental environment. Because of the approach, how I take the subject, how I deal with it, whether I'm telling some stories, whether I'm cracking jokes in the class, whether I'm going with music, mimicry, skit, then the class becomes lively. Then the subject becomes interesting. Then students become enthusiastic. They are proactive. And when the class is so lively and delicious, definitely the learning becomes effective. Teacher should know how to manage his own students. So he should have the basic knowledge about his students, how naughty they are, or how good they are, or how enthusiastic they are, or how dull they are. He has to manage them. He has to motivate them. He has to energize them because of his sound and actions, uh, and and how attitude he is showing, in which aspect he is thinking of. All these matter a lot. What is this distraction? Distraction means definitely there will be some noises outside the class, some distractions will be there outside the class, and students will be giving their attention towards those kind of distractions, sound, noise, smoke, whatever it is. We have to make our class more interesting than the outside environment. Then students pay their attention and they learn whatever we are delivering. In the same way, my dear friends, we can make our teaching very interesting with the help of this AIDA formula. What is this AIDA? AIDA. Let me explain. A stands for attention, I stands for interest, D stands for desire, and the last A stands for action. Attention, interest, desire, and action. What is this? A good teacher has to grab attention of his students. This is the first task. This is the primary task what he has to undertake. While entering into the class, he has to think how I can grab the attention of my students. Sometimes we have to make use of dusters, stakes. We have to scream in the class. Students, pay your attention, please. Silence, please. No, that should not be the case. We have to have voice modulation, and our body actions should be very effective so that students will suddenly stop all the business what in which they are busy. Suddenly they pay attention towards his teacher. Next is creating the interest. Okay, they have paid the attention, but if the teaching is not interesting, again they will go back to their own business. Again they start murmuring, whispering, or doing this that. We have to create interest in the subject, that is with the help of stories, examples, or how how interesting we are making the subject. That depends upon the creativity of the teacher. He should be very creative, just like a magician. Then the class will be effective. And third aspect is desire. Desire of learning, desire of taking the knowledge, desire of knowing the things. that should be created among the students. That is the third task. And finally, that created desire will lead the students for the actions of learning, taking notes or hearing, patient hearing. So it leads to effective classes. AIDA formula works like a magic. Effectiveness should be there in the class. It should be there in our physical appearance and also the delivered goods. Earlier, whatever may be the state of student, after my class, he should be very, very creative. That kind of effectiveness should be there at the end of the class. Otherwise, what is the use of a teacher? A teacher should prove himself as a better substitute, and he should prove that there is no substitute for a teacher. Whether it is a computer, whether it is online teaching, whether it is Google search, whether it is books, libraries, no. Nothing can substitute a good teacher. This should be our attitude and we have to prove it. So, we have to try our level best to make the class interesting. My dear colleagues, as the whole world says, this is the job, this is the profession wherein the magics can be created and we have to prove it. After this pandemic, let us go to our classes with fresh mood, with new skill, with abundant knowledge, and let us be effective and affectionate teachers in our class. And let us spread the beautiful, glorious, gorgeous messages of Indian philosophy that nothing can beat our purity of the life. We are there with the students and we are there with him always.